Man, what's good, y'all? We are here, back again. It's the Twill Spill podcast, man, hosted by Twill, of course. It's episode 3, season 2. Why did I pause right there? I forgot my own episode, but season 2, episode 3. If you guys haven't checked out the other episodes from this season or the last 12 from season 1, which by now I don't know how y'all haven't seen it. Well, I haven't really been promoting myself, but anyways, we gonna get straight into it because I actually have a lot of things I want to talk about this week. And man, why don't we just start off with these NBA playoffs, bro? Today, as I'm recording this, as I mentioned, or not mentioned, but I think how many games have been played? 3 games have been played so far by certain teams, but the Lakers are finna go to Houston. They play tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, which will be Friday. So this is being recorded before Game 3 of the Lakers versus Houston series. But man, I guess we can start off first with this Wemby concussion. Prayers up to Wemby because, man, if you've seen the video, my boy hit the floor hard. And for some reason, it looked like he lost consciousness for a little bit. Like when he hit his head, he just stopped moving and he was laying on the floor. But they're saying right now, you know how the concussion protocols go. It's a little different in basketball. I think it's only like a 48-hour period you have to clear before you're allowed to play. So obviously that would be before Friday because the game was Wednesday, I believe, when they played and it happened. So, man, I mean, anytime a concussion happens, the video looked nasty. He hit his head chin first and just immediately lost all control of his body. And I mean, stuff like that's kind of scary. But because of that, the Spurs ended up losing their game. And that's just crazy to think about. Obviously, I mean, we know what the type of player Wemby is. But, I mean, for some reason, if he wasn't able to play in this next game, the Spurs could be down 2-1 on the road as well because they're in Portland in this next game. So it's just kind of I mean, let's just pray that Wemby's concussion is not that serious to where he doesn't miss significant time because, man, it sucks when you have to go in the playoffs and then you realize that a team is losing or they lost a series because a key player got hurt. I mean, we can't really use the example last year of the Celtics because they were going to get cooked regardless when Tatum tore his ACL. But I know a prime example is Tyrese, man. He was put in BTA on OKC, man, before he tore his ACL. But things like that just, it kind of sucks. So we're just praying for Wemby. And, man, we hope that he can come back because we love peak hoops in the playoffs, man. Another thing I want to talk about during these playoffs, man. Oh, I forgot to mention this too. Your boy kind of sick. So if y'all hear sniffling or coughing, my fault, but I'm sick. I'm getting over a little sickness. I actually put off the recording 2-3 days because I was trying to see if I could get better, but after realizing that, I'm going to sound like Froggy, I guess. My voice probably going to sound choppy this whole recording, but yeah, your boy's sick, so bear with me, y'all. But let's get into King James, bro. LeBron James. This dude is 41 years old, y'all, in year 23. And he's playing like he's in still his prime days, man. This dude's out here just hooping. And considering what the Lakers had to go through, I mean, they lost Luka and Reeves pretty much right before the playoffs started. I mean, not arguably. They're 2 best scorers. And now it's dang, LeBron James has to do it again, carrying a very underdeveloped team at this point now into the playoffs. Because, I mean, let's think about it, man. The starting lineup is literally Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, LeBron, Rui, and Aiden. When you look at that on paper, you're this is not a playoff team. But, man, LeBron is out here hooping. Even in the first game, he didn't drop more than 20 points, I believe. But he filled the stat line, and he was just making hustle plays and making everyone better. Because at the end of the day, LeBron is going to, LeBron James is still LeBron James. He's going to demand attention. So when he's getting double teamed or people are looking at him, he's just so good at passing the ball and creating shots for others. And I mean, then his most recent game, this dude dropped 20 plus. He was hooping. I know KD's only played 1 game so far, but he's outperforming KD. And I mean, we're up 2-0, and I know both games were in LA, but the way the Lakers are playing right now, the way LeBron's playing right now, you got to wonder if LeBron James can just hold off this round 1 and let Reeves and Luka get healthy, come back round 2 for OKC. I'm not going to say that we're going to whoop OKC, but it'll definitely be a way better series than just LeBron and this team against OKC. I just want to know, I mean, the millions of dollars that LeBron is paying for his body, and man, is worth every single penny, every single dime, because for no one else at 41 years old is doing this, bro. He's out here in the West just whooping these juggernauts. I mean, the the Rockets on paper are miles better than the Lakers. Like, obviously, when the Lakers are healthy, like, we should be, it should be more of an even, like, matchup. But, I mean, now it's just, I don't understand. And this is going to be bad for the Rockets if they lose, because they've already spent over half a decade rebuilding the team into what it is now. And if they lose in the first round to this team, it's just like all those years were for nothing. And now you have to make trades, some uncomfortable trades you might have to make this offseason because of just losing to this. I ain't gonna lie. This arguably could be one of LeBron's worst teams, bro. But the only thing is that his teammates are actually balling and playing good. So it's kind of like a little trade-off. Something that he's not probably used to when it comes to those trash teams. But as my Lakers, I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm rooting for us. I was not very optimistic coming into this round. I cannot lie. But, hey, I'm glad that my team so far is making me, eat my words, because if we, like, I'm genuinely thinking if we could beat this Rockets team and then get our guys healthy, then the sky's the limit for this team. Like, LeBron is honestly honestly shocking me every day with what he's doing. But enough with the LeBron glaze. The last and final thing I want to talk about when it comes to these NBA playoffs, and it's kind of like a little late, I guess, because the play-in happened like a week or so ago now, but the Warriors dynasty is officially over, man. Steve Kerr has stepped away, and I mean, I don't know what's next to say for this team. This is the first time the Warriors haven't made the playoffs in a long time, and at this point, the way this team is looking, and with the age too, like Draymond's getting old, let's be real. And the older he's getting, it seems like the more useful. Or I'm not gonna do Draymond like that. He's a Hall of Famer. But it's like these guys are getting old. Like Curry getting old, Draymond's getting old, and in a very stacked and very competitive Western Conference, it's like these play-in tournaments that they keep getting in every year is not the success as a fan I would want to see. And unfortunately, shout out to Draymond for punching Jordan Poole. I mean, I guess now since Jordan Poole's career isn't that prolific, I guess. I mean, he's still hooping at the end of the day when he's healthy. But it's just like, man, imagine they still had like guys like Jordan Poole on their team. He wouldn't have to worry. Like Curry could literally pass the torch to a guy like Jordan Poole who looked like he was ready to take that role when it was time. But man, it just sucks, man. I mean, for this Warriors team, I mean, it's time for them to rebuild, which I'm not going to say all the fans are bandwagons, but I feel like for a lot of these bandwagon Warriors fans, they either finna disappear or they're really finna learn what it takes to be a poverty team and you have to draft for a couple of years and just be bad. Because they're used to just winning. All they know the last decade is just winning. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to see how this Warriors teams go. They don't really have a young star right now that you would want to see take over the team. So, I mean, we just have to see where they're going to go from there. This Warriors team is going to be tough. They have Jimmy Butler too, but he's old as well, and he's hardly on the court. A lot of their guys are just not playing, so we'll have to see about that, man. But, yeah, man, we're going to keep tuning into the NBA playoffs, man. Man, it's honestly, these are very peak hoops so far. A lot of the games are going good. It's a lot of upsets happening. And, obviously the Lakers are up 2-0 like I just previously mentioned. But there's some teams that have been snatching games on the road. So I'm not going to say what all the commentators be saying about the road teams winning. But they just like, it's going to be really good playoffs. I think it's going to be better than last year's, hopefully. Because last year it went down to Game 7 in the finals. But it was ended by injury. Golly. I might have to fix that chat. But hopefully, yeah, that was a big little intake, man. But hopefully the playoffs, man, just keep going. Don't disappoint us. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Raptors won tonight, so it's 2-1 for them. They won tonight. Philly stole a game against Boston. Orlando stole a game against Detroit, which was crazy. The Hawks are up 2-1 on the Knicks, man. The Knicks fan. And in some other news, back to our related NBA talk, we got the new Trailblazers owner, bro, and they calling him cheap. I mean, this dude out here, and apparently for Game 3 for the game, or not game 3, my fault. For game 2, or what is it, game 3? Yeah, my fault. Portland is playing game 3 at home. And their first game home, they're not giving out no free t-shirts for the fans. Now, I know them playoff tickets are not cheap, bro. So the fact that they paying probably like hundreds of dollars just to know they're not getting no free like merch, I think that's kind of crazy. And that's only like surface level. Like, let me pull up some more receipts on this dude. He out here, the fans are not having it. Let me see what else they said about my guy. Yeah, like, look at this. He's talking about some team masseuses are denied room for pregame treatment, which I think is kind of crazy. Especially, like, you know, when you have your team doctor, like, trainer or whatever, they want that, like, open space. They want to have all that room for their equipment. And, like, come on, bro. Like, y'all an NBA team. Like, it's not like that one extra room is really taxing y'all hella money. I just don't find that, like, real. And then they're talking about my guy out here. What they say? He said two-way players are not allowed to travel for playoff games to cut costs. And it's like, bro, like, I understand if it was like a college team, G League team, I guess. But it's like, man, these are NBA, these are professionals. You never know who you're going to need on the trip. And, like, I feel like, I guess maybe for the two-way guys, you don't have to travel them because they're not really making too much money. But it's like, hey, they're here, bro. So why don't you just have them already with you on the team? But what was the last thing they said? The last thing that they said was the staff is required to check out of hotels by 12:30 p.m. to avoid late fees. I mean, that's the only one that really makes sense, in my opinion, because, like, man, the late fees are crazy. And, like, they're very avoidable, in my opinion. So that's, like, the only thing that's sensible. But it's just like, man, dealing with cheapskates, it takes a lot of the fun out of a lot of things, man. When you have, like, Mr. Krabs in your life, I feel like, you know, things become boring and very not obsessive. What was the word I'm looking for? There's like a word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. It's just, I don't know. It's just too much. Especially like when you have cheap owners, I feel like it comes and hurts the team later down the line when it comes to like one, re-signing players, or two, signing players in general. Because, like, you know, if you have a star, which Portland does have a star, and Danny Advia, and you know, when it comes to contract time for him to get paid, which actually, let me see. Has Danny been paid yet? Man, this is why I have the computer right here, man, because I need to make sure I know my ball knowledge. Advia contract. He might have been paid already. Let me see. Nah, he's only on a 4-year, $55 million contract extension. But it's like, bro, you know, you don't want to see a cheap owner come in, because then it's like, when Denny really, because I think the way he's playing right now, and I mean, God forbid he doesn't get hurt, knock on wood, but if he keeps balling and gets better because he's young, he's going to obviously want that bag. And if you have a cheap owner, he might not give him that bag, which is going to hurt the franchise even more. Especially like a franchise like Portland, they're not really a trade destination, or not a trade, they're not really a free agency destination. So it's kind of like when you get the opportunity to trade or draft a young guy and he's like balling and it's time to pay him, yeah, that cheap owner, that guy might end up walking because, you know, the offer is kind of trash. But I mean, we'll see, man. There's a lot of new owners, not just in basketball, but in sports in general. I've seen they've been very cheap and it's been hurting the franchise. Man, we see this a lot in baseball. That's why the Dodgers are very stacked. A lot of the previous, I mean, we just talk about the Red Sox letting go of Mookie. You got the Braves letting go of Freddie, man. I mean, even the Angels, bro, like, you have the greatest player of all time that we're witnessing right now in Shohei Ohtani. They didn't pay him nothing, but I think it was a little bit of him wanting to leave as well. But it's just like, man, all these young stars and all these players, man, when you have a cheap owner, it just hurts the team. You can't sign that dude because the owner doesn't want to give him the money that he thinks that he's worth, plus what the player really is worth, if that makes sense. So, man, prayers up for Portland, man. If this owner starts doing some stuff, the fan base might turn on him. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess he won't really care. But it's like, I guess you can't really hate on billionaires being cheap either. Isn't that why he's a billionaire? He kind of cheap, I guess. But at the same time, it's just like, man, you got all that money. Why don't you just spend a little bit? So, next topic that we're going to talk about, which I thought was very interesting. There's a new lifetime ban going on in the UK for cigarette smokers. So, it says born after 2008. So, anyone that's born January 1st, 2009 and later, you are not allowed to smoke for your life. It just says lifetime ban. I don't know the real consequences or repercussions of doing it if you get caught. Like, I'm pretty sure if they pull up on you, what are they going to do? Ask immediately for the ID and stuff. And they're going to be like, dang, you was born in 2009? and then I don't know, they might fine you and like confiscate the cigarettes. But I kind of like this move, honestly, because it's like I think the UK is trying to like find a way to keep their citizens alive. You know, I feel like, or not feel like, I know this. It was online as well. They said the UK's leading killer is smoking, and we know smoking can cause multiple types of cancers. So I just think like this is a good move for them. I wish the US would take notes, but you know, the United States, we're like the most perfect country ever. We don't need to copy other countries and do what they're doing because we just, you know, we know what we're doing. But I also think it's kind of like tough, you know, for those people that are born after 2009, I think, or not 2009, born after 2008, because now it's like, dang, like lifetime ban. That means forever. They can never in their life, they got to move different countries. I mean, they could probably still do it there, but that's another thing too. When you put like laws like this is like the downside of having laws like this. I feel like it brings more rebellion into a crowd. Because it's like, dang, like when they had the, what was it, a temporary ban or a permanent ban on alcohol like years ago. Like I'm talking about obviously like in the beginning of the United States history. When they had that alcohol ban, I mean, people was still trying to smuggle and get alcohol in. So it's just like more crimes and like illegal things are going to happen. Because people, when you block people from doing something, they're going to find a way to get to it. You know. There's weed that's illegal in certain states in California, or I was going to say weed's illegal in certain states in California. There's weed that's illegal in certain states in the United States, but people will still be smoking out there. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find a way to get the weed out there. So I feel like it's the same thing in the UK. Like people are going to find ways to finesse. But honestly, me personally, I like the move because, like I said, smoking kind of does suck and causes a lot of problems. And overall, I think this will definitely limit the what's it called? The high. This is like I said, smoking is the highest killer for the people in the UK. So this will definitely lower their numbers, at least for that. And I mean, shoot, I mean, I think other countries should probably take notes and maybe hop on board as well, because like I don't really have a problem with this. I think it's very good for the community, and I think overall this is going to be a win-win. Now, whether or not, I mean, I don't know who voted on this. I don't know how really too much how the UK's government works. I'm pretty sure they have parliament. It's kind of similar to the United States. But I just want to know, like, who voted on this? Maybe, obviously not the people that were born after 2008. I know they didn't vote on it, but they're only 17, so I don't think they have the right to vote in the UK. I don't know what the legal age is to vote. But, I mean, shoot. Let's see how that goes. I'm interested to see how the stats translate for that throughout the coming years and see if the numbers go down. All right, man. We finna get into, honestly, the last topic of the day. It's a very sensitive, personal topic, but I think it's good content, so we're going to talk about it. I'm not really a David fan. Obviously, he's a new up-and-coming rapper. I mean, not rapper. He's an artist. But I think he has a couple songs that, like, blew up on TikTok. You know, he not, like, in the game. At least not to my knowledge. I never really heard about him until recently. And obviously everyone has learned about him recently, considering the things that he's done in the last year or so, his trials and stuff. But they're saying that he is actually facing the death penalty if convicted for his crimes, which he would be the first person in California history to actually receive the death penalty. It's crazy. Like, you think about that, it's like, bro, California really finna like bend and break their rules. They really finna bend and break their rules. For this guy, and honestly, I'm not a big advocate for the death penalty, no matter what state it is. I just me personally don't think another human has the right to kill another human. Like, no matter how bad the crime is, I know it's probably going to, you know, turn some heads, get in some disagreements, but it just kind of flashes me back to like the Bible when people were going to stone Mary Magdalene, and Jesus had said, like, any of you without sin, pick up the next stone and throw it. But man, this guy, man, his case is very crazy. I think, I mean, on his side, at least for the defense team, they're saying like all the evidence is going to show that he didn't do any of this stuff. But it's kind of like, bro, like her body was found in your trunk. And honestly, the way she was killed was very gruesome and disgusting. She's a minor too. She's only 14. She was only 14 years old. So there's like so many like crimes that are being broken right now that this dude's doing, like kidnapping. I think he was charged for murder. Obviously pornography, like because he, you know what I'm saying, like they said that he had photos of her or somebody on his phone, and obviously they weren't of age. And it just sucks because I think they're also saying too, like the reason he killed her is because she was threatening to like expose him for dating a minor. And it's like, bruh, at this point, you might as well have just gotten exposed and then not killed her. Because then, I mean, obviously it's going to be bad. Like, regardless, people are not going to like be a fan of you no more. And you're going to get a lot of hate because you're messing with minors. But bruh, you murdered and took a life for no reason because of your dumb decision already. So your first dumb decision led into another dumb decision. And it's ruining 2 lives, man. You took a life and then your life, his life is, I mean, the way the evidence is looking, he's cooked. Like, brother, I mean, he was up and coming too, like young guy. Seemed like he had a lot of a good fan base. I seen like his music and stuff all over TikTok and stuff. So it seemed like he was doing good, but that's the thing, man. That's crazy. Like these celebrities, people be thinking like they're the best people ever. And just people in general, you be thinking like, oh, this guy's cool or like this girl's cool, whatever. And then boom, like all the dirty laundry come out. And this is beyond dirty laundry. This is putrid. Like, bro out here killing people and he messing with minors. It's sad to see, man. It's very sad to see. I just hope that justice is served. And I mean, if he's innocent, then he needs to be proven innocent. But if he's guilty, man, then he just needs to, I mean, suffer. It's crazy though. Like, I mean, you got to just do your research and just crimes that happen in California. Like, you know, his would be the first case ever that would be put on the death penalty. So it's just like, man, what did he? I don't know how to word this without sounding crazy, but like, what did he do that was different than others that allowed him to get the death penalty? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shoot, if he gets the death penalty for his crimes, then that would make California. I think a lot of Californians are actually against the death penalty. So it's kind of like, man, maybe I don't know. It's crazy, man. We've been in there changing ways for certain people and certain crimes. And like I said, if he did it, they need to get him. But if he didn't, they need to let him go and find the person that did it, because this is just crazy, man. It's such a very sad story. Prayers for the young lady. I think her name is Celeste Rivas and her family. I mean, nobody should ever have to go through something like this. They just want justice and they deserve it. She deserves it. May she rest in peace. And man, I mean, that stuff is crazy. But that's all we got for this week's episode, man. I really do appreciate y'all, people that do watch, check in. I do have people coming up to me telling me certain things sometimes, like, yo, you need to fix this, or I like this little moment. So I do appreciate people that do be watching. I also wanted to say a little update. I have all the episodes now currently on Spotify. So if you can't make it to YouTube, you can always go to Spotify. On Spotify, there is an audio version and a video version. I don't know how I ended up accidentally putting the video version on there. But if you on Spotify and you want to see the video, there's video of me on there as well. So, man, making sure I did all my housekeeping stuff before I get up out of here. Let's see. Spotify. Oh, yeah, too. I'm also posting the Reels. Some of them are going to be from older episodes, though. So, just make sure you check in the little description, I guess. It'll say, like, what episode it was. So, if you're being like, dang, like, this don't, man, he talking about something from years ago or like from last year. Yeah, those are some old episodes and clips that I had to get out. But I'm gonna make sure I get my clips out so y'all can see, little pieces of the episode and stuff. But yeah, I think that's where we gonna end right there, man. Thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode of the Twill Spill podcast. And until next time, peace. And we're here with our last segment of the day, y'all. We're here with the questions. This week we didn't get to any questions. Only 2 people left questions, so when I put up the little poll, I do hope and, appreciate if you guys could leave questions, because I like to hear what y'all got on y'all mind so I can tell you what's on my mind. And to help me today, like we got Jerry here again. So, you know what I'm saying? We only got 2, so let's just get right into it so y'all can just hear what we got to say. So the first question is, do people still think LeBron is not the undisputed GOAT? Now, me personally, I'm a Lakers fan. Jerry, he's not a Lakers fan. He a Clippers fan.
Got to rep the big LAC, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for my guy, but LeBron James has been playing.
City.
LeBron James has been playing like our whole lives.
Yeah.
I mean, literally my whole life. Don't even think about it. And it's like, I'm a big Kobe guy.
Kobe.
But I think I have to understand, like, LeBron, might have to be the GOAT.
I think Kobe's been the undisputed GOAT since that Kareem overtake.
Oh, with Kobe or LeBron?
Kareem.
Oh, okay.
Since he got the scoring title, it's been unanimously.
Oh, Kobe's scoring title.
No,
Are you talking about LeBron?
Kareem. LeBron.
So when LeBron broke, okay, yeah. But like, so that's when LeBron has been your undisputed GOAT.
Yeah.
So that was only 2 years ago now.
Yeah, I feel like that was like a consensus too. I feel like people.
It's like once he did that.
Mm-hmm.
See, my thing about LeBron being the GOAT is like when you compare him to like Kobe and MJ, it's like that final success. Like obviously MJ went 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Kobe 5 for 7.
Yeah.
LeBron's 4 of 8 or something like that.
But like no one had to go through the super team dynasty Warriors like LeBron did.
That's true, but
Dude faced Steph, Clay, KD at their prime peak.
yeah,
No one has ever faced. No, there's never been that much talent on an NBA floor, ever from one side of the floor.
What about like? I mean, I feel like Kobe and Shaq isn't in itself enough to cancel out.
Nope. Steph Curry and Steph, Clay, and KD is the most talented a basketball floor has ever seen in one team.
The thing about I know LeBron
Better than
fans.
Kobe and Shaq, MJ and Kareem,
You think Steph Curry?
MJ and Scotty.
You think Steph Curry and that team would beat Kobe's team,
Yes.
the 0-1 team?
They would probably sweep him.
Sweep them? No. Sweep was scary. No one's like I already know no one's gonna guard Curry and KD, but no one's guarding Shaq. Shaq's probably gonna drop 60 without even shooting a free throw. He doesn't even have to make a free throw.
Yeah.
There's no big man that's guarding him because Draymond Green said he's gonna guard him. But we're not gonna get into that. Let's get back to the LeBron debate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, LeBron does have like a lot. He's a top 5 in a lot of categories actually, if you think about it.
He is.
But I think the little run, and we're recording this before Game 3 of the Lakers, by the way. But so far, he's 2-0 against this Rockets team, and honestly, by far now he's like the de facto leader. Like, I mean, he's got Luke Kennard and friends running out there, bro. Like,
Luke Kennard.
Like, bro, they out here. LeBron's actually like one thing for sure, and this might be controversial. I never thought LeBron was a real floor raiser when it comes to his teammates, but right now, I can say for sure this Lakers team, he's making people look like, I don't know, starters on other teams. Like they're looking like they can play.
Smart.
Like Marcus Smart's out here hooping. Like he had 27 or something last game.
Luke Kennard
had that 27, and it's just like
you making DeAndre Ayton look like prime Ayton. That's Valley team.
So you know what? I'm not gonna disrespect LeBron. Kobe, like I'll say it like this: Kobe will always be my number one personal player because that's who I love. R.I.P. Bean, you know what I'm saying? Mr. 81. Man, now I'm thinking about it. We can't even say that no more for him, bro, because of Bam, bro.
Bam, bro. Bam is better though. Bam's 83 is better than his 81, but damn.
Hey, what? Hey, we not gonna get into that. But man, Bam is
more 83 or 81.
Okay, but like Kobe didn't have to get foul baited. Well, how many free throw attempts was it?
I mean, what number is greater, 83 or 81?
But 30 free throw attempts on very unethical hoops. I'm not gonna get into Bam. I'm not hating on you. Yeah. You're a hooper. Like then you in the NBA, bro, and you're all star.
Yeah, but I can check though. LeBron is.
Yeah, I think LeBron. It's just why do people still think though? I think the reason why is because it's always gonna be a thing in sports. There's gonna be people that hate a player no matter what. Like no matter what LeBron does. LeBron could finish his whole career number one in every category, and I still think there's gonna be people that say that he's not the GOAT. So it's just like, especially the old heads, man. Like, no, this is the old heads, but like they're just still stuck in like the MJ days. Like no other player could do what MJ did, and it's like LeBron is doing that, but better. I mean, LeBron is a prototypical player, 6'9",
yes,
like 225.
Yes,
he can dunk. Later in his career, he learned how to shoot. Mm-hmm. He's a playmaker. He can rebound. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a great on-ball defender, but I mean, the dude gets blocks. Like anytime.
I mean, when he needs to get down the stands,
that's true as well. When he's out there, you need to stop.
You need to stop. He'll come in and get you that stop every time.
So yeah, I think it's just more of a bias and hate thing. You know, LeBron is always gonna be like a player that. I mean, it's the same thing like kind of with Kobe and like MJ. You know, people are gonna put them down because they don't like their certain player, what they did to their team. Also, too, LeBron has a lot of enemies. Like, let's be real. Like. This dude has ruined multiple. He's literally like MJ and Kobe. They've ruined multiple people's chances of winning rings and stuff. I mean, not saying that Bulls team would have went far that one year, but I remember LeBron had beat that Bulls team. I can't remember what year that was.
On Cavs or Miami?
The Miami one. I'm thinking more of the Miami one. It was like D Rose before he got hurt.
Oh,
that was like what 2011 or something. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, LeBron has ruined many teams. He's even switched conferences. And prove that he can win in the West, although his success hasn't been the best. It's still, I mean, he's still hooping against the West.
Yeah.
So, Dang, 2020 bubble ring. It's been 6 years. Can he win one more before it's time to wrap it up?
I think he cannot. He cannot.
He said, man,
It looked good in green when Luka and the white boys were hooping. The white boy duo.
man, he needs Luka. He needs Luka bad.
Luka.
They might as well sign me.
Shit.
They might as well sign me.
Signed the McDonald's All American.
Hey, this dude actually could hoop, bro. Between us, not really, but he can hoop. The Lakers need anybody. That's all they need.
Sign me. I'm up next.
And then our next question is coming in. It says, how do you see God in your track journey and career? I could go first, and then we'll let Jerry come in. But for me, man, I gotta be real, man. Like, when I first did track, I was not good. Like, no diss to Cypress High School, but man, they had us running on dirt tracks and stuff. We didn't have no good blocks. And honestly, like, I gotta say, like, really, like, real talk, the coaching is like not, it wasn't elite. Like, obviously now the more I know about track in high school and stuff, like, you see, like, especially the young ones that, like, they're getting their training in early and like efficient. Like, they're getting
trackflation,
bro. Like, trackflation is real. No other sport will ever have the experiences, by the way. Like, just imagine a 14-year-old just coming out and just being like, all right, like, I'm gonna just come run a 10-2, and you've like been working your whole life.
45-2.
Like, it's like, bro, like, it's just weird. But
13-0.
I think for me, a main thing I've been learning through track and what God has been helping me in my journey is patience. Like I said, in high school, I was never that fast. Even when I went to Vanguard my freshman year, I only ran a 49.0. And then I took a year off, and then that's when I ran my 46.6. And then now, fast forward into this year, where I haven't even cracked 40, like past 49 yet. It's just like a whole like roller coaster journey. Like, track is not like I always say it's not like football and basketball. It's like, damn, you had that bad game. Yeah. Like, you finna come out next game and just drop, like, whatever. Yeah. Like, track, like, we working hard all week, and the whole practice, like, through those 5 or whatever days we work, you looking like, oh, I'm the best dude out here. And you get in the blocks, and then it's just like nothing comes together. Or like, God forbid, an injury happens. Yeah. Things like that. And it's just like, man. So I think for me, in my journey, like, God is just like, he's like showing me, like, obviously the talent that I have, but he's like showing me, like, hey, like, it's not just gonna happen all the time because you want it. Like, you still got to put in that hard work. And like, there was a time, I got to be real, like, during the season, I'm not gonna say I wanted to quit, but it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna kind of put this season behind me, like, give it up early. And it's like, man, like, you can't really do that. I mean, I know God wouldn't want me to do that, because it's like, man, I mean, I have the ability, the 46 is there, but and it's not gone. I know it hasn't disappeared. I just think right now I'm just in that, like, it's just this chapter of my career, like, man, like, the guy, like, everyone that, like, last year, I was getting glazed, bro, like, left and right, like, all JUCO, like, people just coming up to me like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I still get the love and support now, but it doesn't feel the same, because back then when I was getting the love and support, like, I was executing, Now it's more like I'm getting love and support, and then it's like, dang, like, obviously I'm down on myself because I lost, but then I'm just like, man, the people, they're talking good about me, and I'm not, like, doing what I need to do. So for me, it's just more like God just, keeping me humble and patient, and boom, when that time comes and I'm start dropping my times again, like, man, I'm gonna appreciate all the love and support that people was giving me, and I'm gonna remember, like, the lows of the lows, because that's what makes the victory actually good. Like, when you remember where you came from. But that's a little bit about me. Like, what would you say for yourself?
I would say, how do I see God in my track journey? I would say it definitely has taught me to understand that God's timing is always on time, and you cannot rush that timeline. And understanding that, some years will have your ups, some years will have your downs, and some years will follow the last year and also be down, Sometimes you just have to understand that, everything good takes a long time to build. So, like, just learning that and understanding that God is here to also humble me and understand that, you can't rush the process. You can't rush the timing. You just got to put in the work day in, day out. Yeah. And grind for a better purpose and better cause. And I think having him a part of my journey has definitely motivated me a lot and helped me some times where I thought, exiting was the option for me or quitting. But at the end of the day, there's always a sign, and just a little talk will, guide you on that path. But it's understanding that, having faith that, there's a greater purpose for you in the future. This helps, ease the mind and mental. It makes everything else easier.
Facts, man. I mean, I couldn't have really said it better myself, honestly. Like, I think, and this is just getting past the track thing now, like, just a little bit like God and anything, like, it really just shows you, like, even when you're up, you just sometimes, I think that's why for me too, like, coming down, like, I think it's kind of just with the humility part, like, I kind of came in to see something and like, oh, I'm finna just come up here and just continue sliding, bro. Like, I'm gonna come in, just do what I was doing. And at first I thought it was just confidence, but maybe it started seeping into more of cockiness. And then that's when God was like, all right, well, I can show you something. Like, I'm the reason why you was able to run this 46. And then now it's like, I could just easily take it away. And like I said, it's not gone or nothing, but I feel like there's some things I need to learn right now. Like, I mean, this whole season, I'm learning a lot of new things. Like, I never really lifted and stuff before. I'm learning how to use blocks and everything. So it's kind of like, dang, like, this dude was running. I was running this time without even, like, the things, the real tools you needed. Yeah.
No structure.
Like, so, man, but one thing for sure, like, I'm glad we have God on our side, like, with God on your side, anything's possible. So we gonna see what happens. But thank you for the 2 people that sent the questions in this week. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do my thing to make sure I post it a little early. But if y'all do see the little poll, man, just drop any question. Like I said, some of the inappropriate ones I'm not gonna answer, but but man, please leave just questions, man. Like, whatever. If you want to know my favorite food, bruh, I'll tell you in detail why something is my favorite food.
What's your favorite food?
Oh,
that's for next episode.
That's for next episode. They try to get them, but anyways, thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Twill Spill podcast. And also shout out to my boy Jerry, man. And let me know if y'all want to see more people in the episodes. Obviously I'm not boring, but if you need to see other fresh faces, then let me know. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this with your mom, your dad, your cat, your dog, your boyfriend, girlfriend. It don't even matter, bro. Until next time, peace out.